Kid, kid, not the best time, girl. Hey, happy Friday evening, everybody. I posted in the Facebook group, I said, I'd like to do a stream, but I know Fridays are weird. They're hit or miss. I often say, should we skip it? And a bunch of people are like, no, I want to be here for it. So I just come for whoever can be here. And we've been on such a good topic. It's not the best topic, but I've gotten quite a bit of pretty incredible feedback these last couple of days with the things that we've been discussing. It's brought up a lot of, I think, memories for other people, and they feel a little bit less lonely about it, or maybe like they want to discuss it, kind of a thing. And I'm always inspired to inspire people here, especially. So I think there's a reason it's coming up, and I think that I'm it's so the outpouring of love and just comments from you guys is insane. And I can't believe that it's almost 3 years out and I'm just now seeing some things, like major things like this, going, wow, that's major. I'm a little embarrassed by it, to be honest, but I'm also not. I've done this long enough that I feel pretty. You just asked to come in and now you want out. I'm wearing ugly sweatpants. Get out. I'm a little bit not, I don't know. I don't know if I'm embarrassed, but I just kind of feel like, how did I not see that, kind of a thing? It's that feeling of like, how did I miss that? But I did. And we're filtering through the kaleidoscope of this now. And that's what we're doing. So I'm feeling good about it. It's necessary. Lacey Silver's here. Mods, thank you for being here. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Hey, Diana H. Probably really behind. Hey, just Joan. Whidbey Island Hippie Girl last night with Tommy was awesome. I know you didn't think so, but I did. I thought last night was one of the worst shows we've ever done. Thank you. It was awful, but thank you for saying that. Thought it was an absolute dive bomb. Hey, Donna Cooper, but that's okay as long as somebody else didn't think so. Anita Card's here. I love when Anita Card is here. Hey, Buffy. Hey, Jessamine. Happy to see you back again, Jessamine. Catherine B. Jamie Palmer. I've got words. Hey, Lenora Gray. I'm glad I got to talk to you earlier today. Hey, no one. I love you. Thank you for the text. A lot of prayers and thoughts and well wishes, healing vibes, please, for our friend No One here. She's a good friend of mine, and I would appreciate that. Hey, Angie Mo. Susie, welcome in. Hey, Rue. Rue, you were really fun to chat with last night. You were making me laugh. Anita Card. You know, I think I've only worn this sweater once. I thought I liked it, and then I put it on, and I was like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know why I would say that. This sweater is right up my alley. I think because I always want to wear a necklace unless I have a turtleneck on, and I put a necklace on and it hides from this. And I love stripes. I love those little pops of stripes. And if you throw a necklace with this, it kind of takes away from that. But I don't like not wearing a necklace. It makes me feel weird. You guys know that. I wear like 10 necklaces. Hey, just as I am. Debbie Zito, Marie Marion. Buffy, you just hang out, girl. Self-care it all the way. Thank you, Just Joan. Hey, Renee B, Baby Lily Pad, potatoes, Jamie Palmer, potatoes. DS Kitty Diane, I think about you every day when I give her a greenie. DS Kitty Diane supplies Gideon and greenies, and I don't know if you guys knew that. Hey, Sophia, don't be embarrassed, says Robin Miners. We all process things in our own time. You're making great progress. Thank you, Robin Miners, and thank you for being here. I love Robin Miners. Linda Garden Lady. Hey, Tori again. Happy holidays. What did you miss? What did I miss? What does that mean? What did I miss? We didn't really celebrate them as Scientologists, but every Scientologist has a different story about the holidays there. Personally, growing up, I drew a Christmas tree and taped it to the wall because it was just me and my dad, and he didn't give a holy hell. But Tori, I look forward to chatting with you sometime. I emailed with your person who's helping you with setting up times and streams. I think Tori and I are going to do something on her channel in January. I'm looking forward to that. Kestrel, Lydia, I was just talking about you today. Hey, gorgeous. Caught alive. Lucas having his ultimate sleep experience. That was the funniest story. And a mom still in the hospital. I'm so sorry, babe. Remember, you're my inspiration and you rock. Love you and my chosen family. I love you, Lydia Krause and Lucas. Guys, prayers for her mom. Thoughts. Again, healing vibes, Care Bear thoughts, when they open their stomach and heal people. Whatever you believe in, please do that for Lydia's mom. I love her. I love Lydia. I love her family. Thank you for being here and for being a member, Lydia. Susie with an S. Oh, I'm really behind. Crap. Little M. Hey, Kim's Whims, which I think is also Kim Leaf. Wisconsin Barb. I'm happy to see you, though. Abigail. Hey, girl. Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. I'm glad to be here because today has been horrible. Okay, well, I hope to lift you up. I made a big batch of chili today and have a raging headache. So we'll get through this together, girl. Hey, MLG Gamer. Anna Banana is here. Kay Thompson made it. Margie Barr. I think you will be asking that question for years to come. It's part of the process of deprogramming. I think you're absolutely right. Solid red would be good. I thought about it. I tried a solid red necklace. It still took away from the neckline. I know it's weird. Hey, Vicky Andrews. That's okay. I'm just glad you're here. Thank you, Sophia. I love Sophia. Hey, Natalie Strasser. Oh, Buffy. I get it. Sorry. Say no more. Heating pad girl. Lots of heat. Buffy's on her period. Hey, Laura Lou. Ellie J. And your fellow rock stars. I love you all. P.S. Is there a Zoom before or after Christmas? Lost touch. Ellie J, I'd love to see you. Thank you for sharing your message in the group today. I did write you back, and I know that you saw that. Thank you for sharing all of that. Ellie J has been really struggling this time of year, and she is a strong woman. She's got a lot of support, but again, she's another one that I would love to send some just thoughts, wishes, and prayers for her and her husband. She's really kind of going through it right now, and I'm glad that Tammy's going to come visit you next year. But the Zoom is the week before Christmas. It's the 21st, I want to say. I'm pretty sure. Ellie J, thank you for being here. Just even popping in. I thought of you a lot, and I really love you. I just really love you and Mark. Thank you for sharing what you shared today. Katie did it, and thank you for being a member. Yeah, I thought about a beret, actually, with this. Kestrel, I thought about a beret. You're not off there. Where did I get the strawberry shirt? I got this one on Poshmark. This is my favorite handbag designer. Decided to do some clothing line stuff. This is a Claire V. That's her little logo down there. I got this on Poshmark for $20 because it has right here, you can't even see it. It has a spot right there. Her stupid sweaters are very expensive, and it's not on her website anymore, but you could find this, I'm sure, on eBay or Poshmark. But I just got lucky. This was a medium, and I was worried it wasn't going to fit me, but it had that spot, and I talked him down to $20, and I was like, even if it doesn't fit, that's worth it. That could be Robin Miners. I'm trying to hydrate. Buffy, she's doing great. She's been also laying on a heating pad today. Yeah, I am happy to see Ellie J. Also Lydia. I feel like we don't get to see those ladies very often. Thank you, Yadira. So I just want to, now that I'm caught up, I want to, well, thanks, Donna Cooper. Yeah, again, because we weren't going to do a necklace, I was like, I need to do kind of a louder, bigger earring. And I don't own a lot of really loud, guys, I don't really do statement jewelry, I feel like, very often. I admire it. I love it. I almost buy it sometimes. I'm like, don't do it. Because statement jewelry for me, I will wear it if it's like a black tie event and I'm wearing like some really cool dress, then I'll break out the statement jewelry. And I have some, but like, I don't have big loud earrings. I have a few pairs, but you won't see them here because I wear them for like parties that I don't attend anymore. So this is kind of as loud as it got. It's like a little fake opal with some crystals on it. I was like, it kind of ties in the blue. I really didn't know, but I'm glad that you noticed, Donna Cooper. That's what's important, right? That's what we really want to get into the thick of, is that Donna Cooper noticed, and she did. And that's, it's a time to be alive. That's for sure. The only thing worse than having a period is when you no longer have one. Makes me feel old. Where have you been? Old Charlie? We were sending out a search party in Australia, and that is not easy to do. I had to call a whole bunch of Nile crocodiles. I had to call some kangaroos, koalas, and a bird-eating spider. Where have you been? I know you're just busy with your kids. Rue, thank you for your super chat. I don't know that I agree with you on this. When I finally dry up like a bucket of sand and I no longer have a period and Tommy's probably not interested anymore because it's like a bucket of sand, I think I'm going to feel like I made it. But agree to disagree. And I still love and accept your $5 super chat for that. So thank you. I love that for you, by the way, Jamie Palmer. Don't think I didn't see it. Hey, Kathy Burkhart. Thank you, babe. AKA Jeeper, welcome in. Looking cute. Really cute. I don't know who you are, but you're really cute. Hey, Pat Jonas. Hey, Rachel Sandy Pukavista. I hope you had a great birthday, babe. I disagree. I'm thrilled to not have a uterus. There you go. I think there's going to be a lot of mixed bag answers there. Old Charlie, we still didn't get an answer from you, and that's fine. But we do. Somebody call off the search party, please, in Australia. Decade, where you been? It's Angel K. I was going to say that kind of looks like Angel K, but I wasn't sure. She's a damn babe. Okay, babe. We love you. Tell your husband, hey, because I know he loves me. Old Charlie, where have you been? Where were you? Like, you interrupted our broadcast programming so many times. People were like, where the hell is old Charlie? I was like in the middle of talking about the death of a loved one. And people were like, anybody seen old Charlie? Anybody? Like everybody was walking through fields with flashlights going, old Charlie. And it was a mess because there were so many old Charlies. There was a bunch of old Charlies, but it wasn't you. So I just get frustrated when you just disappear like that. Next time, let us know you're going to disappear because it's frustrating, right? Hey, Wendy, you're one of our only men in this chat. We notice when one goes missing. I'll tell you right now. What do we have? Jason P, Joe Virus, Old Charlie, Joel Sachs. Is that it? We lost Moon Taxi. Walking the righteous path of the warrior? What the hell kind of an answer is that? That's the most badass thing I've ever heard in my life. Where have you been? I'm going to use this the rest of my life. Hey, where you been? Walking the white righteous path of the warrior? That's no big deal. Reese, where have you been these days, girl? Oh, just walking the righteous path of the warrior. Brian Bolin, yeah, he's hit or miss. He's here sometimes. That's about it. Am I missing somebody? I know that Jamie Castro guy, but he got blocked and I can't get him out of jail. I don't think we have very many men. So when one goes missing, we notice. Us ladies really notice. Kay Thompson, you need to just rest. It's those damn school kids. What about a scarf around your head like Rosie the Riveter? What the hell is Rosie the Riveter, Vicky C? But I like your idea. I like your thoughts. What if I did that strawberry scarf that everybody was afraid of and hated? Oh, yeah, Andrew. See, he showed up the other day, but I haven't seen him forever. Yeah, Brian Bolin, Franklin MC. We've got a few scattery guys that show up every so often, every full moon. We get some scattered about man that's like, oh, hey, checking back in. Andrew's one of them. Darius never talks. Damn it. I'm only really naming the people who talk. Professor Kakan. Haven't seen him for a minute. I didn't know that was a guy. Hey, Kat. Rosie the Riveter was a World War II inspiration for women to work in steel mills. Well, how cute is that? Well, I love that. Hey, Squirrel Girl. I hope I didn't say something awful. All I did was want to know where the shirt is from. You kicked off an awful stream, Starlina. Awful. Not at all. Quit it right now. You're too cute for words. I forgot about Martin. I totally forgot about Martin. He is our little Danish therapist, and he pops up every once in a while too. I guess that's it. Yeah. So old Charlie, swinging it back to your neck of the woods, walking the righteous path of the warrior. No big deal. The dude from LA. I don't know who you're talking about. That made me think of Eric though. Eric from Culver City, California. Hey, Jan. The dude from LA. No idea who that is. Rain virus, that's okay. We're really just killing time. I'm not the best content creator, so I'm just putting words into sentences to try to fill a show up. Just kidding. Am I? Hey, Jojo. Hey, Sierra Terry. Welcome in, babes. I can't think of the dude from LA. I have no idea who you're talking about. Besides Joe Virus, he's in California. But I don't. Hey, Catherine B, that's so you have family everywhere, including the guy who lives next door to you is the lead singer of Nickelback. That's wild. Yeah, I think we got them all. Rue, I think we named them all. Yeah, Helena, old Charlie's here, so you can call off the search party in Australia. Kind of pissed at him for it. Dude really stopped us in our tracks for days. Helena, that's enough. Don't make me talk about Cheez-Its. I want to get into. Wow. Holy crap. That's an honor right there. Somebody wins the award for the night. It's Karen James. Reese, you were my top YouTube watch for 2025. Okay. People, can we please be more like Karen James? Can we get those? These are rookie numbers. Can we get the numbers up, please, for 2026? Can we have like 50 Karen Jameses this time next year? I get tired of the nonsense, and there's a lot of it these days. Can we please all be more like Karen James? I can't watch myself, okay? This isn't going to do its watch itself, okay? Can you look at Rain? You were also my top. Can we please get a few more Karen and Rains? Angie Mo. Okay, wow. Okay, I'm going to backtrack what I just said. That's embarrassing, and I feel bad about it. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Katie did it. I was also her top. And Iwa. Suddenly, it's not just Karen James, and I spoke too soon. I was JoJo's top watch. And Sierra Terry. Also Jamie Palmer. It's Kaza. I forgot. I was number 2 for Buffy, and same for Island Hippie Girl. And Ghost Rider. And eat those words. Someday you're going to get hungry and eat all of the words that you just said. Yeah, nope, I definitely am doing that in real time. I'm so sorry, Joe Virus. And now that's even gotten more embarrassing. Also sorry about that. And Tracy with a T. And Renee B. and Armine. What kind of tea am I drinking? Thank you for changing the subject. I was waiting for someone to break the ice and change the damn subject. How do I check my top? Willing to bet it's Reese, says Tashbits. Well, this is embarrassing. Margie Bars first. Okay. So it looks like we did pump those numbers. And again, I spoke too soon, which I do that a lot. You know, it's not the first, it won't be the last, but that is incredibly embarrassing. Holly, sorry about that, Tiffany. Linda Gillum. Okay. Can somebody change the subject again, please? Holly, I was these people's top YouTube channel they watched, and I thought it was just Kaza, and now it was like 15 people, and I'm embarrassed about it. Sorry, Donna Cooper. I'm trying to back myself out of what I just did, but I can't. What kind of tea? So this is Stephen Smith, the tea maker. I absolutely love this tea, and it's bergamot tea, and it is so good, and I've been drinking it every day. Exactly. Thank you for changing the subject. What's your deal with Nickelback? Thank you, Third Eye Open. I appreciate that for just breaking it up a little bit. Robin Miners, I have no idea. Thanks, Holly. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry I scolded all of you in advance. It was nothing personal, and I think I just overreacted. Hey, Karen Burhow. Oh man, Sophia, we could sit and drink it together. I am shocked still that a German such as yourself would drink tea, because drinking tea is very like a relaxing, calming thing. And again, I just don't see that for you Germans. I don't see that for you guys. When I see Sophia talk, it's very, I told you guys, she cusses a lot. She cusses right at you. And it's out there. It makes your whole anus clench. Oh, I could tell you, Tashbits. I was trying a new lip stain last night. I'm surprised you liked it. I never know. I never know if I like it. It was a new one by Huda, Huda, and the color was called Baby Doll. As you know, I don't like the new Sephora lip stains, so I was trying. Hey, Hawks, can you turn the heat one notch down, cooler? It's hot in here for once. Thank you, Diane H. Aileen. Wow, I haven't seen you in forever. I'm happy to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, down, cooler. It's called Baby Doll, and it's like just I just wanted like a soft pink that kind of blended in, like not a bright, loud lip stain like I'm wearing right now. So it's Huda, Huda, and I have to say, it does stain pretty well. Like it does stay on pretty good. Thank you for asking. I also got one by that company in the color called Trophy Wife, and I hate it. I look like a clown in it more than I do right now. No, really, what's your deal with Nickelback? You know what it is, Third Eye Open. Don't be starting things if you can't finish them. I don't know what my deal is other than I just really hate that song. Tell me what you want. It's the worst song, and I stand behind it. I stand by it. Thanks, Tashbits. Helena says maybe you should order some queso fries to go with that awesome sauce tea. Look at this saucy Aussie. Oh, wait, you can't. I got a free membership, so I did not pay to play. Unbelievable. I don't know why I mean, is she even in my corner? I don't know. But I'll tell you right now, I was at Publix 2 days ago and I went and stood in front of a wall of Cheez-Its. That's right. Guys, they can't get Cheez-Its in Australia. And she cries about it all the time. And they had Gouda, they had smoked Cheez-Its, they had extra salty Cheez-Its, they had spicy Cheez-Its, crispy Cheez-Its, and I almost stood in front of it and took a selfie. And I'm going to do it next time. Try me. Rub that shit in. Look what I did already. I got mad at her the other day in a mod chat. I was like, oh, this isn't going to fly anymore. I'm not really not willing. Where is it? Well, you know where it is. I think I deleted it. Fine. Looks like I deleted it. You know what it looks like. I held up a box of Cheez-Its in my house and I took a selfie with it and I said, take that, you koala. Not happy not to have Cheez-Its. Look at Pat Jonas starting a war. Food throwdown. I had a taco salad today. Okay. I consider you like my little sweetheart mod. Let's not go down this dark path, Shelly Kelly. Shelly Kelly talks like this. And we don't want to start shit with Shelly Kelly. Shelly Kelly, you better be acting right. My mods like to really rub it in my face that I can't just run out and get food. So the other night, Shelly Kelly was like, thank you for your super chat. Don't do it, Third Eye Open. Shelly Kelly was like, oh, I just got back from Taco Bell. And I was like, do you know how upsetting that is? And then the other Shelly was like, just run out and get some. And I was like, it takes 50 minutes to get to Taco Bell. I'd give anything to shit my pants right now for a Taco Bell burrito. I'd give anything to crap my pants over some Taco Bell. But no, I get stuck here with chips and salsa that I've had in the fridge for 2 years. I love Cheez-Its. Anyway, you guys we're ruining the show. It was supposed to be heavy, serious, and really intense. And you guys are just crapping all over me. Old Charlie started it. Okay. Is this helpful? Is it productive? I DoorDashed nachos yesterday. Is this helpful in any way? Pat Jonas, I kind of didn't expect that out of you. Amy Kimball, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised to hear that come out of Pat. Pat Jonas doesn't normally rub nachos in my face, but it is Friday, although you can't give her that excuse. She's in Australia. It's January. It's a Monday in Australia in January right now. So I don't know why she's being zesty. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. We can always rely on Fancy Nancy to not rub nachos in my face. Meredith Lynn, also a person who wouldn't do that. Is this like, what do they call that when people like decide that they're against you? Now this one, I got to go pick up my pizza. Can you hear her snoring? I guess I don't understand. Like, is this what do they call that? Like when the people turn against you? What's happening here? Why are the mods doing this? They do it privately, but now they're doing it publicly. I guess I don't understand. I've been struggling all week, and then they're like, "Oh, at least I got carne asada fries. Oh, I got pizza. Oh, I got Chipotle." Like, I don't know. It's kind of upsetting me. Shannon's Journey. Well, mutiny. Okay. A revolt. Yeah, Sam Ashby. Thank you, mods. That's all I'm going to say. It's a throwdown. How do I feel about DoorDash versus buffets? I've never DoorDashed in my life, so I'm not really sure. Now, I've had it. I've had friends DoorDash things when I've been at like visiting in other places and they do it. I just don't understand the concept and I'm incredibly old school. It's like when I went to Starbucks the other day and they were like, you either have to go through the drive-through or you have to download the app and like do it on the mobile app. And I was like, oh yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm in my 80s. I'm not going to change. Thank you so much, Vicky C. I appreciate that. Careful, Sophia. Careful. It's not quite breaking the rules, but that's close right there. I make my own sauces. They're awesome. I see what you did there. I don't have DoorDash ring because I live out in the middle of nowhere. Like there's no way. Absolutely no way. And I wouldn't pay to get cold food like that. I get so full after half a plate of food. I can't see spending buffet money to eat a half a plate. Good for you, Joe. I'm really happy about the drug that you're on, the GLP-1. That's awesome, brother. All right, Pat Jonas. Strike two, Pat Jonas. Okay, so I'm trying to do a serious show, and it looks like you guys just destroyed that for me. I was trying to say, and I'm going to try again. I love soup, Kay Thompson. I made a huge batch of chili today. Good for you, Abigail. So, guys, I was trying to say this. Well, hey, Purple Ivy. It is, Rachel. I don't know what to do. I think old Charlie started it, though. I'm going to be honest. I feel like old Charlie kicked this off. He set the tone. Oh, there's Teresa. Teresa, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so this week, guys, has been a bit tough. Been a bit sad. Been a bit tough. And I just want to say, yesterday, Shelly, strike two for you too. I don't understand. Shelly, why are you doing this? You're better than that, Shelly. I'm happy to see you, Purple Ivy. This week has been a tough one, but yesterday's stream, I just want to say something about it. I need to say something. Yesterday's stream, for whatever reason, I went back when I was talking here with you guys and I went through the timeline of the Doug thing. And I think a lot of you were shocked to know that I got outed and I still had to pretend to be a Scientologist with Doug only for several months. And everybody else left him. And I think that was for whatever reason, that was a big thing for me to talk about. It was very therapeutic. And I just want to say, I got a lot of messages from that of people who said that helped me with my stuff, or Reese, you know what I've been through. Somebody messaged me and said that, like, you know, my deepest, darkest secret. And that really helped me because somebody said to me, Tommy had great insight and advice. Yeah, Susie with an S. He always does. You can rely on him for that. Abigail, you're a little angel. Thank you, Abigail. I'm happy to give it to you, but not for that reason. I'm going to end up giving it to you anyway, Abigail. I don't, somebody reached out to me and said they had been through something really major when they were younger, like college days, and just said, some trauma that they witnessed and experienced and had to go through. They said that they blocked out a lot of it. And we talked about that the other day on a stream, like blocking out things that have happened. Hey, 2E Chihuahuas, Susan Reck. Hey, Chris Crafts and Coffee. No, you don't need to rewind. And they said, you really helped me with that because I have blocked some things out. And so I think it's important to talk about this stuff. And the Doug thing, I think, was pretty upsetting and shocking it's so weird because we've been doing this almost daily for a couple of years now. And there's things that, Abigail, there's things that I will say to you guys, I've never mentioned this or I've never talked about this. Hey, Barbara Waite. And that was one of them that I was working with Aaron undercover with the Aftermath Foundation. And then he outed me. And I never got to talk to my family again, except Doug hanging around until the first week of March. I had to pretend that everything was fine. Hey, Verbo Boss. Yes, Renee B. New information keeps coming to the surface. Yes. And that was some troubling times. I got to tell you guys, that was really, really hard for me to balance Jeff and Huxley and pretending to be a Scientologist and then talking. I wasn't undercover then anymore because I had been outed, but it was such an uncomfortable, dark place to be to try to balance those two things. And I think like Renee B just said, it's just brought some things to the surface. And I want to say thank you. That's my point. I want to say thank you to all of you. Hey, Verbo Boss again. Why do it? Your picture looks like DP in Tennessee, but you're not DP in Tennessee. That was weird. Just looking from here, maybe I'm wrong on that, but your picture looked like DP in Tennessee. That's okay. Old Charlie, I'm just happy that you popped in. I'm glad you're okay, my friend. Um, I've gotten a lot of feedback this week. That is you? You are DP in Tennessee? You guys, I still got it. I have a hell of a memory. That's crazy that I just did that. I am able to untangle serious puzzles. Did you see that? Verbo Boss is also DP in Tennessee only because of her picture. That's oh, not you? Okay. I should just end the stream. There's a lot of stuff I'm stepping into that I have to backtrack out of, and that's embarrassing. Okay, never mind. Forget it. My memory isn't that great. They allowed him to interact with SP for so long. Is that not bad for him? Of course that's bad for him. I'm supposed to be known to shut up, you guys. Quit laughing at me. I'm supposed to be known to cause cancer. According to LRH, SPs will give you cancer. It was terrible that they left Doug with me. I literally, I would pull Jeff around the corner and go, you got to tell him, man. Somebody has to tell him that he's in the same house as an SP right now. Barbara Waite has a question too. What'd you say? Can you share at what point you realized you were no longer a Scientologist? I know, Buffy, and no one's laughing at me. It was hilarious. Why is your class misbehaving today? Because it's Friday and it's been a long week and we're getting toward the holidays and people are drunk. Teresa, that's dark, girl. Barbara Waite, I'm hesitating on this because that is a really good question, but I don't know that I have an answer for that. At what point you realize? So I think Barbara Waite, when Fred died and I had to get called in for that loss of a person assist, I really felt it then, a shift in the foundation. But I wouldn't say that at that point I realized I wasn't a Scientologist. I think probably after I watched the Leah Remini, Mike Rinder show on Netflix or A&E or whatever that was, I would say that was the moment that I was like, these people aren't lying about their stories and their pain and their trauma. This really happened. And it happened to me too. And I think at that point, I was like, I remember saying it out loud. I went, holy shit, I've been lied to like forever. A long time now, I've been lied to. And so I think, Barbara, that's probably the point I really realized it. I think it poked a big hole in things with the Fred assist. And then I think it really went downhill after I watched that show. Why has Doug got cancer? Wait, why has Doug got cancer or figured out all his bullshit? I don't know if I understand that question. Totally, Verbo Boss. Thank you, Donna Cooper. Thank you, Kate Thompson. You're hilarious. Here's the thing, though, guys. So, if you're willing to sit through this for a minute, I obviously walls are thin here in this house. And I've been talking to Huxley about Doug a little bit. And most of the time, Huxley has his headphones in. He's almost always got his headphones in. He doesn't always hear what we're talking about. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And I brought it up to him. And I said, I don't know if you've been hearing some of the streams I've been doing. I've been talking about Doug. And he said, yeah, I've heard. Margie Barr, why has Doug not gotten cancer? Well, I don't know if he does, or I don't know if Doug's alive. I don't know anything about these people anymore. No idea, Margie Barr. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I have no idea. I would be curious to see what he looks like, only because we saw Brenda a couple years ago and she looked horrible. And I'm not happy about that. I'm not excited about it. She looked like she'd put on maybe 50 pounds. Her hair was like really her thinning, her hairline. I know that she had some health issues anyway, like thyroid and stuff. So I don't know that these people don't have cancer. A lot of Scientologists get cancer because she did look very ill. I looked very ill on the first YouTube stream I had ever done. A lot of Scientologists do get ill, fall ill because they don't take care of their health. If Doug or Brenda died, would Michael tell you? I want to say yes to that, but I don't. GeoPlanet Jane, I don't know. You know, he's been kind of silenced, it seems, too. So I don't know the answer to that. If Doug or Brenda died, I'd probably try to Google it and find out. I think legally you have to like put that. I know I had to with Fred. I had to put something in an obituary, but I don't know if that's for every state. Maybe that was just Kansas. It does, Sophia. So Buffy, great question. So Huxley said he's heard some of the things we've been talking about. And I just said, what are your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think about it? And he said, do you want me to come on your show and talk about it? And I said, no, not unless you would want to. Like, that's not where I was going with that. And he said, no, I was thinking that I could. See, I think Huxley hears me talk enough, and I'm sure he hears this a lot. I talk about it a lot, guys. I talk about this channel almost with everybody I talk to. And I don't talk to a lot of people, but like my mom, for instance, things like that. He hears me say repeatedly, my channel got me through that. My community got me through that. I talked with it out through the people on my channel, and we have worked out a solution. I can't say how grateful enough that I am for the people on my channel. He hears me say that, I think, enough that he probably is like, I'd like to do it too. Sometimes I know that he's talked about other subjects and he's like, maybe we could talk about that on your channel sometime. Like Huxley has God questions. He wanted to do a stream about his God questions with you guys. And I thought that was really sweet. And so I think that it's not shocking. I don't think necessarily that he's as much of a verbal processor probably as I am. But yeah, he's old enough to choose to want to come here if he wants to. Probably Marie Marion, but I don't know. Sophia, I don't know that he wants to start processing, but my point is, he said, can I come on your channel and talk about it? And I said, I would never ask you to do that, Huxley. Like, I know my limits. I know what I like to talk to. This is my channel, though. I would never ask someone else to come on and go, hey, can you pour your heart out? Like, not everybody processes the same way. And I would never push someone to do that. The point is, he said, no, I kind of want to. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, let me tell you this. If you do come on and you want to talk about Doug, I said it would be a very safe space. The mods would make sure that you are protected fully. Hey, P. Taylor. And I said, and the mainly women and the few men that we have, I said, would love and care for you and love to make you feel safe to talk about that. I said, yeah, Pat Jonas. I said, they are here for you. If not more than they're here for me. I said, you're like a family member to everyone on this channel. So if you wanted to come and talk about it, it's a very, very personal topic. It's a very sensitive topic. And I don't know honestly what he wants to say, but I said, "You'd be an amazing company. You'd be in a great group of mainly women. Um, and I don't know no one. That's not a bad idea, but you'd be in a group of mainly women. But would you allow him to do that?" Of course I would, GeoPlanet Jane. Yeah, he can if he wants to do something like that, I would allow it. Yeah, I don't know what he would say. Hey, Marissa Martin. But that's definitely I made it clear to Huxley, anything like that is only if you would want to do something like that. I would never expect you to do something like that. It's a choice on your part. And he said, "No, I think I would like to." I think again, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Lacey Silver. It doesn't surprise me that Huxley feels like he's in a little safety net of you guys, just like I do. I mean, I wake up every day and I go to bed every night saying thank you for what I have on this channel, for these people I've met, for all the people that show how much they support and care for me. These people were here more than any family member I've ever had. You know, when things got really rough with Jeff, you guys were here. When I finally was safe to share and open my mouth and talk about the horror show in Kansas City, you guys were here. You know, you've never left me, and I think he by now knows that. I talk about it a lot. Yes, you are, Yadira. Uh Yeah, Renee B. So I'm going to ask him. He said he would like to talk to you guys tonight if you're willing to do that. I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know if he has much to say. I just know that he brought it up. Um, Rachel says, "I watched the first stream you did with Aaron. It was weird to see you in a dark pantsuit. When in Scientology, did you always dress like that? Has getting out changed your style with clothes?" That's a great question. My style hasn't really changed. That was such a weird outfit that day. Um, it's not something I normally would have picked. I think I picked a dark, like chambray denim button down and I threw a blazer over it. And I remember that day putting my hair in a ponytail. I remember standing in my bathroom getting ready, and I gave myself like 30 minutes to get ready before I went on. I was just not, I was very checked out. I was like, didn't want to do it. I was like, it was kind of a I gave up thing. Aaron had been asking me and asking me to come on. He had been calling me, going, "Come on my channel and just do a full tell your story." Hey, Audra in Denver. He's a great help to Huxley. He was like, "You already lost everybody. You lost everything. Like, what difference does it make at this point? Come on." And I was like, I'm not, my head isn't there. I don't want to tell my story. I want my family back. Like, that's where I was. So I gave that a couple of months before I called him after we lost Doug. And I said, "Fine, I'll do it. I'll tell it. I'll do it." Like, I wanted to do it, but at the same time, it was kind of like okay, I'll do it. So that day was kind of weird. Hey, Miss Mary, welcome in. That was a weird day because I didn't know what to wear. I didn't really get the concept that it was like worldwide, or I didn't know how many people were going to be watching. I didn't watch YouTube. I never once watched Aaron's channel. Through all of that, I didn't watch him. It's just, I didn't, that's not where my head was. I was not like a sit down with my popcorn to watch YouTube type of person. And I'm still not. I don't watch YouTube. I'll check into Tommy's streams and I check the F back out. It's just not my thing. Are there a lot of ex-Scientologists that have always also found their way to God? I don't think so, but I'm not 100% on that. I know I heard Amy Scobie, but I don't know about anybody else. And I don't know if that's a private thing. Like, there could be. They just don't talk about it on YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, Ghostwriter, I think it's easier to just hit go and let him say what he wants to say. I don't really want to censor. I don't think you're wrong here. Ghostwriter says you could help him plan out what he wants to say, prioritize the top 3 things. Here's the thing about that. Then it makes me feel a little dirty about it. Like, makes me feel a little bit like staged. Like, I don't want to make him feel any kind of way about it. I like, just say whatever you feel like saying, and then we can try to articulate it. But I don't really want to make Huxley feel pressured. Like, okay, well, let's prioritize what you want to say. I think just let him have 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is he wants to do. I was very overwhelmed, Renee B. So the point is about my fashion sense there. It was terrible. Hey, Melissa, it was terrible. And I think I still dressed cute though. Like you can look at pictures of me. Hey, Heather, back then, and I still had a cute sense of fashion and style. I think just that day, I was so in my head. If you watch that stream, my shoulders were like this. I mean, I was just very like freaked out and lost. I was truly lost. So I think I just picked a bad outfit that day. It was really bad. Hey, whine a little bit more. Anita Card, I don't know if you're asking me that or the chat. I don't know anything about the current status of Aaron. Thanks, Verba Boss. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, Jamie Palmer, it reflected on where my head was at. So if you guys are cool with it, I was going to let him come. He said he wanted to do it tonight. I said, that's totally fine. I don't really have, I already asked that, Teresa. I just said, you share what you feel like sharing. Guys, I don't think it has to be that heavy or serious. I think he just, okay, Joe, have fun, Meredith Lynn. Text me how that goes. Thank you, Sophia. Okay. Anyway, I think we're just going to let him say a few things. He asked me if he could, and I'm just going to let him. And it doesn't even have to make sense. I don't care what he says. I think as long as he feels maybe how I felt yesterday, just kind of getting some of the weight off, just maybe that. Yeah, Robin Miners. Yeah, Verbal Boss. I agree with that. So I'm going to ask him, hey, Huxley, yeah. Did you still want to come and chat? Sure, I can chat a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to let him say whatever he wants to say. And we'll just be here for him. I don't know what that's going to be. Hey, baby steps. Thank you, Lacey Silver. Thank you, guys. I know you'll be very kind and supportive. You guys are very loving to Huxley. You're like family members. Hey, Hootie.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
All right. Want me to pull up one of these? Or?
No, you can sit where your sister is. Maybe you could just hold your sister. I don't know about that, Holly. We'll see. There's a couple hundred people in here saying hi to you.
Yeah, I'm going to sit down first.
Well, first let me hold Gideon so that your brother can have a seat. Then you can sit with your brother for the holidays.
Hey, everybody.
Here's your sister.
How's everybody doing tonight?
So, Rachel said, come grab a seat, Hux. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Bobo, you're a good person,
Thanksgiving
too.
was good, Renee. How about you?
Hey, Teresa. I got
to see my uncle. I don't really see him a whole lot.
Uncle Nathan.
Uncle Nathan, yeah. He's a good guitar player. He's playing up a storm.
He practiced guitar with Huxley, and he practiced driving with Huxley, which was he's a pretty cool guy. He's a really good dad.
Yeah, he is. But, yeah, I'm not going to be on too long, like 5-10 minutes.
Well, the last time you were here was your birthday.
Sorry, I scared you.
Your birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to thank you, everybody, for all the gifts, all the birthday wishes, everything. That some people sent me some stuff. You didn't, you went out of your day to do that, and I thank you very much. And people that were just wishing me happy birthday, thank you, everybody.
That's really sweet.
Glad to have everybody here.
People sent money, cards, gifts, well wishes. It was really, really nice of you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I love all of you. Thank you so much.
That was really sweet, babe. So everybody knows why you're here, Hux, and I kind of gave them a little bit of insight. Holly, don't worry about it. We've been talking about the subject of Doug. And you just said that you might have some things that you might want to process or talk about with them.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't have like a whole lot to say, but yeah, I have some stuff to say.
Well, you're in a safe place to say it.
I was gonna say I wish she was well, I wish she was
Tell Debbie real
never.
quick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate that I just cut you off, Huxley, but I didn't really get you to say thank you to Debbie for the box that she sent you that's at the TV.
Oh
And that
yeah,
thing is a really nice gift.
yeah, it's working very well. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Sending it.
Sorry, you said some. I cut you off. I hate that I did that. Go ahead. He never what?
I mean, I really wish I wish he wasn't like in my life. I'm gonna say that because like he did a lot of good things for me, but it really, um, it just wasn't a good way. Like I should have been more raised by like when I was really young. I was raised by my parents, but I wasn't. I was with Doug a lot because he was really controlling. He took me, from my parents, so I didn't really see my parents as much as any other kid would, but I wish I was like I wasn't raised probably when I was very little, as good as I could have been if I was with my parents. But because Doug, it was like he's very like manipulative, and like it worked on me. I was really little, but um, he bought me stuff and did all kinds of stuff to so I could stay with him. But
How'd that make you feel? Just curious. Like when he would take you on weekends and buy you all that stuff, and then you would come home and I didn't buy you all that stuff.
I think she wants to get down. How did it make me feel? You said?
Yeah, like how did that make you feel in the moment? Were you like excited? Did you feel like I don't want to, I mean, I know how you felt because you'd come home and you didn't want to come home. You wanted to, like a kid, any kid, Hux, it's normal. You wanted to go be with him because he bought you stuff and he took you places. And thank you, old Charlie. I couldn't compete with Doug. So in the moment,
Yeah,
I'm guessing that you were like, you would say like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go back to my mom's. I want to do fun stuff.
Yeah, I did think like that. Yeah. I remember I would be really upset.
Mm-hmm. He was buying your attention and your affection. And that's Huxley, not your fault. Like that's something a little child, anybody could take advantage and do that.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, it kind of affects me today. Like, well, not really, but it really kind of damaged my mind. I feel like a little bit like that like if you don't get your way type of thing. Like it's not good when kids are raised like that because it can affect them long term. Sometimes it doesn't affect me anymore, obviously, but
how do you mean it damaged? What do you mean by that?
like it really ruined me. Like I feel like mentally, I kind of like it stunted me or something because I don't know. I'm like a lot. I feel like I'm a lot different than other people, like other kids my age. I just like I don't know. I feel like a little slow sometimes. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I am, but I'm not very sharp at all.
Okay. That's interesting, Huxley. I think that's probably just teenage hormones. I don't think but I mean,
Yeah.
I also don't want to invalidate your thoughts on that. Do you understand that you could not talk back or disagree with Doug? That's a good question.
No, I could. Most of the time I did. I mean, I disagree with them and stuff. It was normal.
You did?
Yeah.
I guess I could see that. See, we couldn't. Your dad couldn't. I couldn't. Because he was so weird and protective of only wanting you in his life. I could see him allowing you to disagree with him because he was the only person you were the only person he allowed around him.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about how weird that we both thought it was how Doug really truly physically like kept you in his space, like controlled you. Like what we were talking about. Like, and it's okay to say this, like when you went to Iowa to the house that he grew up in, they would stay in the house. Guys, this was for Thanksgiving. I was never invited. They went every year to this giant farmhouse. And there was like every year, Hux, there was how many beds? 5. It was a huge house.
Yeah.
Right? And then what?
Yeah, we slept in the same bed.
Yeah. And that's okay to admit, and it's okay to say that. The point about
Yeah,
that,
okay.
Huxley, is it's controlling. You told me that you thought it was weird that he had you sleep with him, even though there were other beds around.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you felt weird about that.
Yeah, not at the time. When I was little, but
Of course, looking
now,
back.
yeah, it's
Hey,
weird.
Sandy. Looking back, it was weird because you guys did that every year. I'm asking you, I wasn't there. Is that true?
Oh yeah, every year,
Every year he did that?
every single year.
And wasn't there a year that your dad went with you?
Yeah, once or twice.
And
That was the most recent time my dad went. Yeah.
okay, and he still had you sleep with him and your dad in another bed, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of thing is just to me a sign of like he had so much control over you. He had to have control over everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And it's not fair because Hux, you wouldn't have known that. There's no way you would have known that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. But if Doug was still in our lives, I would not have. Which I'm glad he's not. I'm very glad they're not. I think those people were evil for disconnecting and all that. But
Tell me a
I
little.
never. Sorry, what?
Go ahead. No, you finished talking.
I was gonna say I never think about it now. Like I never think about them anymore. I haven't in a long time. Like I haven't thought about them, and like really thought of them a couple years. So, I mean, like thought hard about it. I really thought hard about it. But yeah, when I talked to him on the phone, yeah, that you've played that here. I think you've played that call. That was the last time I talked to him.
Yeah.
You know, he said he would talk to me. He never talked to me again. But
How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel angry that he never talked to you again?
No.
What do
Yes.
you feel? Do you feel sad?
No, I don't feel anything about it. I was sad a long time ago, but I don't. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, Hux, it wasn't that long ago. It was a few years ago.
Probably
And
3.
yeah,
Or
and
not
he
longer.
spent your whole life with you. And I think,
Yeah,
like,
I'm right, Wendy.
I think, like Huxley, my dad did that to me when I was 16. I'm 41 now, and that still hurts. So it's okay to feel something. Like, it's okay to feel, for Doug to say,
I'm disappointed.
yeah, I understand that. I
in
think,
him as a person that you would do that to your family.
yeah, I mean, let's thaw out a little bit here, Hux. Warm up a little bit. He saw you and controlled your life and took you kind of away from us, which means like he isolated you. You didn't see all that because you were a kid. Kids don't see red flags, right? But he was doing all of that and keeping all of the rest of us away from you. People would literally come up to me, Hux, and go, your son is so cute, but Doug wouldn't let me look at him or talk to him. Like, Doug really controlled you. I don't think
It's weird.
It's weird. And then he just dumped you. All of us, he just said, I'll call you again. We'll talk to you again. Okay. And he never talked to us again. You have to feel something about that, whether it's anger, sad, disappointment.
Yeah,
like,
anger.
do you feel anger?
Yeah, not anger that he didn't call back. It was anger I strongly dislike them.
Okay. Because he kind of just up and left. Like my dad walked out on me, right? Like it's a horrible feeling you relied on Doug.
Yeah. I did. At one point. For sure.
Yeah.
But he also, I forgot what else I was going to say.
It's okay. Think about it for a minute.
I talked to you about it earlier. I just forgot everything. Besides that, I think that was all I was going to say. It's just those things. Nothing else really was that important,
Well, Hux, all of it's important. Just say whatever you feel.
No, That's
what I do every day. I never know what I'm going to say. I just say what I feel. just whatever comes out of my head and my mouth is what I say. So don't stop yourself or edit your words. It's okay. Just say whatever you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I feel relieved that they're gone too. Um, I don't miss them.
You did have some God questions, and this is an interesting question. Do you think that
that's right.
do you think that God will judge him for it?
God, I don't know. I'm not God, but yes, probably.
Okay. Rue just sent a huge super chat, but I want to talk to you about what you were asking me earlier because I said to you that would be great to ask the question of the audience. Do you remember? Rue, holy crap.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
It's a lot. I have a precious son, and it makes me adore you because he is so kind like you. You have an amazing mom now. My son is a child of divorce as well, and he's now 25 and doing so well. He is kicking butt as an editor, and you two will do great things. I truly believe it. Thank you, Rue.
Thank you so much.
That is really, really nice. And I'm enjoying you being here more. You've been around forever, but I didn't know till like last week that you live in Mexico. All these things that I'm learning about you. I really like you. And I like your input in the chats. And thank you so much for that giant super chat. That is so helpful for me and Hux. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
It is really kind around this time of year, especially Rue. Thank you. And thank you for sharing that. Kestrel, I'm thinking of you. So, Huxley, you were asking about earlier, you were asking me, and that's when I said, maybe you could ask the chat this. You were kind of asking about, oh, I know what you said. You felt like he was evil, almost you said demonic. That was your word.
Yeah, I
you
did.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And you asked me about that, and as far as God. What was did you have like a biblical question? Because neither one of us. Okay, go ahead. I'm sure somebody can help with it.
Like I wonder if demons are ever in like human form. I know, I don't know if the Bible ever states that. I wonder if they're like among people in the world. Like if you walk around just demons, like maybe as people.
So do you feel that way about Doug?
It's hard to explain, but yeah, I kind of get that feeling off of him a little bit.
Like an evil feeling?
Yeah. Kind of like, well, and demonic doesn't even mean like, like you're killing people and you're crazy. It can be in a million different ways. It can be like, temptation is in the Bible, it says, and I have not read the entire Bible, but yeah, it's just Satan. That's evil, temptation.
I think
it's not God telling you.
Holly said demons, a demon can control people. I think, Huxley, that you're on the right path because Huxley knows as much as I know about.
This is a biblical question I have.
Yeah. And you know probably a little more than me about the Bible, but Hux, I think that what Doug did was satanic. Satan, I think, can get a hold of people, no doubt. I don't know if demons or Satan or if that's the same thing. But yeah.
I don't know.
And I think what you're trying to say is, do you think that Doug had maybe something controlling him?
Yeah.
Anger when it happened, but looking back, relief now because distance has shown you both how manipulative and controlling he was. And some people have malicious souls. If that's the devil or their wiring being poor, either way, danger lurking in many human forms. I think that's a really interesting insight, Huxley, and observation. And I'm proud of you for giving that a label, like labeling it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the God part of this? Like, has God being in your life helped you with this to cope with it? Like for me, I know that has been the case, but you've had God in your life a lot longer than I have. Do you feel like God has helped you process this?
Yeah. Yeah, I think God has helped me process it. Absolutely.
Because here's the other problem, Hux, is you're only 16. You just turned 16 a couple weeks ago. You realize this could, like, I'm saying this, Huxley, because my dad left when I was 16.
Mhm.
And I'm 41 and it still affects me.
Oh, I know. I'm sure.
And so this was 3 years ago. You were 13. You're 16. This could affect Huxley. This could unravel into some things as you get older and older, and maybe you have your own kids, or you just become more of your own man, and you will probably question. I don't ever want to make you feel like I'm putting words in your mouth, but you will probably question things like why, how could a man up and abandon his family like that? And his family was the biggest part of his family was you, Huxley. Do you have memories of that? Doug was always with you. He saw us sprinkled in, but you were his common person. He took you everywhere. He did everything. Do you remember your birthday parties at Nini's, my mom's house? And he would just come barreling into those parties and take you.
Yeah.
And take all the gifts we bought. My mom would bring gifts and he would take them home with him and Huxley. He'd be like, time's up. I'm here to get Huxley. Like, do you remember all of that? Yeah. The problem is, Huxley, you don't see those things as red flags because you were a kid and you still are. But it was, I don't know, it may take you some time to realize how much he had like control over you.
Yeah.
Like when you sat down tonight, the first thing you started talking about was how much my parents didn't really raise me as much as he did.
Yeah. That is absolutely. He was I don't know, I'm not going to say he was my parent, but he was like kind of like a third dad or something in a way, or a second dad, third parent. You know, he was really involved in my life. Yeah. And I was like the main person, like his grandson. Like he really liked me out of everybody.
Hey, Sherry LeBron. Yes.
And something, I don't know if you've told them, but he thought I was his father, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? Or am I mistaking that wrong? I could be terribly wrong.
No, you're absolutely 100% right. He believed that. And he said that you are his dad, and his dad was sitting on a telephone wire waiting for someone to have a baby in the family. Because his dad died like in the 80s or 90s. I don't know. I never met the guy. I don't know anything about him.
Okay, I don't want to be wrong about that, really. I don't know.
You are not wrong. You're absolutely right.
It was something weird. Yeah, it was that, I guess. I was going to say it was something weird that he believed.
And he also said that when you get older and you have your first child, he's going to drop his body and jump into that child's body so that he can then be he can be the son of you. And then he said, when it's time, then you die, and then he'll grow up and it'll just be a recurring cycle.
It's not comfortable. It's really weird.
It's incredibly uncomfortable to do that to a kid. It's like my dad told me that I was dumped here in a cube of ice into the ocean. It's funny now. It's not funny as a kid.
Yeah, it's not. I don't find it funny now.
It's science.
Creepy.
It's super creepy. And I don't know what's creepier, that or him thinking that you were his dad. It's super creepy. Amy Edge, I pray that the Lord blesses you both. No matter what, lean on him. You have both been through so much, but you are loved by so many. Amy Edge, thank you. I'm glad you're here tonight, babe.
Thank you so much, Amy Edge.
Yeah, thank you for being a member. We love you, Amy. Yeah, Nicola, this is beyond the idea of reincarnation. Do you know what reincarnation is? Reincarnated?
Yes.
Okay. It's a lot of people believe in reincarnation, Huxley, but it is strange beyond words to cook up a story that your dad has been waiting around for the first pregnant woman to come along so that Doug could take over, Huxley. Like Doug really took over you. I don't know how much you know about that, but like you were the chosen one for him. It was like the Lion King when they like held up Simba, like Doug only had eyes for you. He didn't let me hold you. I never told you any of this. Like he came in the day you came home from the hospital, Huxley. I didn't get to sit with you. Doug did that. He came and held you and didn't let me do my job as your mother, a new mother. I see you have a pretty good grasp of things, but please have continued awareness that this is complicated and could have further impact on you. Seek God and professional help as needed. We love you, baby steps, and that's the best possible advice.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a member. And Sherry LeBron, that is so nice. Thank you for being a member. I'm really happy to see you again, Sherry. I really am. I'm glad that you're back. He controlled me and your dad big time. And I asked you earlier if you ever saw Doug yell at Brenda, because he would really lay her out with some doozies. And you said,
yeah, he did. I saw him. He would yell at her. I saw it twice. They're just at the. They're just. I mean, they were both just going at it. I was really little. But.
He sometimes would do it in restaurants, but I don't know if you remember it. He would come undone on Brenda, but you were pretty little.
I don't really remember that.
Yeah. So it's just Huxley, the whole thing of like him thinking that he used to say you won't remember any of this, but he used to say to me that you, Sam, which is his other son, and Michael, his other son, and him were all from the same home planet. Really convenient. Like me and Brenda had nothing to do with it, but the four of us guys are from the same home planet. He would just say really weird things. Did he ever get angry with Huxley? Not that I know of. You can answer that. I never saw it.
Yeah, he has, but he wouldn't go crazy like Jeff. But yeah, he's got mad at me for sure.
Interesting. I never saw it.
No, I remember it was a few times. It was nothing like abusive or crazy. But yeah, I would definitely get on his nerves for sure when I was little.
Abigail says, the Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand. Old Testament. I love that. Thank you, Abigail. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think, Huxley, you're still really young and you're still a kid, and this stuff may not affect you. And I hope to God it never does. But it very well might stir in your thoughts as you get older. I know for me, Huxley, I'm very angry that he did that phone call and just never talked to us again, especially you. But I just wondered your thoughts on that. I mean, it feels like yesterday to me. And for him to just go, I'll talk to you soon. We're going to work this out. Huxley, you said something extremely powerful in that phone call as a 13-year-old boy.
What did I say?
You said, I don't want you to disconnect from me. That's not how family works. That was very powerful coming from the mouth of a child. Yep. You were instructing an adult. You were being the adult. He was being immature and wrong.
No.
But when you said that's not how family works, that was incredibly powerful of a line to tell somebody. And I just wondered, I know you probably still feel that way. Don't you think it's bizarre that a cult made him disconnect from you?
Yeah. That
he never fought Huxley?
I mean, now that I think about it, it was unbelievable at the time. But now that I think about it, how long he's in the cold just brainwashed all of them and they disconnected. So
brainwashed he may be, Huxley, but it's still shocking nonetheless.
Yeah, it's drop us.
To just drop.
Like nothing.
Like nothing. Huxley, feel that for a minute. Like nothing.
Yeah.
I know you probably don't want to feel. It's easier to not feel. And I know this because of my dad. I spent many years just going, oh, well, it is what it is, and feeling nothing. But Hux, it's important to understand the depths of what he did and what that cult is.
Yes, you're right.
You are not slow. Your childhood was different than many kids. You remind me some of my daughter. Very responsible, older on some ways, older than your years. Oh, that's really sweet.
Thank you, baby steps.
Thank you, baby steps.
I'm very thankful. I've had a good childhood. I've had a good one. And I don't mean like like poor me, you know. But if you want, I don't know. It depends on how y'all take it. But I'm just saying, um, like it's just affected me like that.
Well,
But thank you for
thank you
that.
for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
Joanne Huxley, never say you're slow. You are so smart and such a good person. What you and your mom have gone
Thank you.
through, no one should have to go through. You never knew the gravity of manipulation with Doug, and you and your mom will be fine in time. We all love you.
Thank you, Joanne.
I
Really
love
sweet.
you. Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you for the super chat as well.
Yeah, that's a huge super chat. Thank you for the super chats,
you.
guys. That's really nice. Joanne, thank you. He may not be ready to feel it yet. Totally. And Huxley, that's what I'm trying to say to you is you'll feel these things in time. I always say on this channel, Huxley, there's a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And what that means is, let's pretend you're a smoker and I walk up to you and go, those things are bad for you. You're going to go, yeah, thanks, bye.
Yeah, like
anything, right? It's meaningless. But when the person is ready to hear that, when they're ready to accept that it's bad for you, they will. And so this is kind of similar, Hux. You may feel nothing now, but just be prepared in life that you may feel something at some point. And it's okay. And I hope that you do. Hey, Alana, safe travels back, babe. But Huxley, he is totally at fault. Like, it's not our fault. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. What he did is sick. And I get that he is a member of the cult and I get that he is brainwashed, but Huxley, he took over your life for 13 years and walked away. I'm holding him responsible for most of that.
No.
And I'm angry with him about that. I have a very interesting question that you do not have to answer. I don't like to put you on the spot, but somebody asked, Joanne actually asked me this question the other day, and it was a very powerful answer that I gave, and it was an important question. It made me feel better to answer it. So I'm going to ask you this question, and if you say I don't want to answer it, you don't have to answer it, okay? If you could say something to Doug today, if you ran into him or you got the opportunity to see him and talk to him, what would you say? And you don't have to answer it. And it's okay if you feel emotional about it too. This is a safe space. It's okay to feel angry, Hux. If you want to say fuck you, I'll let you say it. I'm just whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Okay.
I would just say, I don't want to cuss. I feel like I might get you like demonetized or.
No, I get very angry when you cuss, but if you want to, I'll let you have this one time to do it. If you feel like that's part of getting your message across, I will allow it.
I'd just be like, what the fuck, you know? I don't know. I probably wouldn't cuss. I just, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like I cuss. I mean, yeah, I cuss here and there, but it doesn't really feel genuine. Like I would say something more deep than that.
Well, think it through. What would you say? I'm curious. I had a really good answer, but it would be very different from your answer.
I would just say, I don't think I'd say anything. Actually, no. I think about it. I just wouldn't say anything. I never want to see him again.
I know you never want to see him again.
I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't.
So nothing like you hurt me or I'm angry, I hate you.
No.
Nothing. Yeah, because anything you say.
I said earlier, I don't know why I said that because I wouldn't say that.
Well, Huxley, I feel like you're censoring yourself. You're editing what you would say.
No, I don't know. Nothing.
Okay.
No words.
Is that because you're so angry?
Yeah.
Like you're so solid mad about it, you don't know what you would say?
Yes.
So you do have a lot of anger for him.
Yes. I kind of wasted. I don't know what I said, and I don't know why I said. Like I would say, "What the fuck?" I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say anything.
That's okay. Huxley, you could scream, what the fuck? It's valid and it's fair to feel that way. And now that we can identify that you have a lot of anger,
I would just control it.
right? But you don't have to right now. You can slip up, you can say whatever you want here. And I think there's a lot of people here like Sierra Terry who's to support you. I'm just curious if you'd even have like a few words like, I hate what you did to me, or you made me so angry. Why did you leave? It could be sadness. I just wondered if you had anything that you could possibly think of. Maybe Brenda. What if it was Brenda?
Oh, if it was Brenda. I mean, I wouldn't ask why would you leave because I already know. I already know. I already know why.
Good point.
And I don't know. I mean, if it was Brenda, I would say I didn't even get to see Brenda a whole lot ever.
Yeah, they kept her.
But I would say good on you. I'll just have a good life. So I don't know. I've said I don't know a bunch of times.
That's okay, Alex. We're in a totally safe environment. You can say whatever you want here.
I'm not a YouTuber like my mom. I don't know what I'm doing.
No one expects there's no expectations on what I feel like you're stopping your words, Huxley. This is a very safe space of a ton of basically aunts and uncles in here. I mean, it's people who know you, whether you want them to or not. But you also don't need to be put on the spot here. If you have nothing to say, you have nothing to say. But I just thought it was a powerful question. Joanne, so I'll tell you.
It was a powerful question.
Joanne asked me this question the other day, and I thought it was a really good question. People ask me that about my dad. What would you say if you could see your dad? And I never know, right? Like it's on the spot. I don't know, but I say what comes to my mind, which is, why did you fucking leave me? How could you walk away from your kids like that? You're a piece of shit of a man. I've worked through that now. And today I'd probably say something like, you missed so much. You know, I have an amazing life and I have a lot of people that love me and a great family, and you missed out. And you wasted your entire life. You gave up your children. You gave up your life, your money, your bank account to Scientology. That's what I would say to my dad. You wasted your whole life. And that's how I feel about Doug. He gave up everything to Scientology, who will give him nothing back.
But that was a really deep question, and I have no words.
That's okay.
I wouldn't say anything to him.
Okay. Well, I admire that, Huxley. I think it's silence also speaks volumes.
But I want to wonder, did you answer the question? What would you say?
My answer was, I'm very angry with Doug. First of all, Huxley, I feel hateful toward Doug, and I don't want to hate anybody, but right now in my feelings, I hate Doug.
Me too.
And I recognize it. I don't want to hate him. I don't want to hate anybody, but right now in this moment, I hate Doug. I'm working through that with my therapist, right? What I would say to Doug is, I absolutely fucking hate you. And I hate that you stole things from me that I can't buy back. No amount of money can get those days back. And you stole a lot of Huxley's childhood from him by being his only person and being an adult and keeping him from other children, keeping him from his family. And you took that from him, and you took it from me, and you controlled Brenda, and you controlled Michael, and you controlled me. And you put a lot of fear into us. You don't know that, Huxley, but he made me very afraid to try to get you. He would say, no. I would say, can I have my son? No.
What about my dad? Did he do anything?
Oh, God, no. Your dad was terrified of him. So he stole things that we can't get back. And I don't think you're aware of that because you were little. I was not. I was your mom, right? So I would say to him, I absolutely hate you. And I think you're the most evil person that I can think of in my life. And you pretended to be a good person. If you remember Huxley, he was very he was wrapped
Hiding it.
hiding it. He was a snake, Huxley. They call it a wolf in sheep's clothing. He was as evil as they come. My dad was not as evil as Doug.
Really?
Yes. Because my dad looked at me and said, "Fuck you. Don't ever call me again. I'm not your dad. Don't call me." At least he was honest. At least he looked me in the face and said goodbye.
But
Doug pretended to be
Ugh.
our friend, right? Doug was like, "Don't worry, Huxley. I'll call you. We'll get this sorted out." And he knew he was never going to talk to you again. I would take my dad any day over Doug. That's evil, Huxley. It's like you said, it's demonic. It's horrible. And I know that you're trying not to show that, but like you can feel emotions about it. Well, it was only 3 years ago, Hux, and I'm still upset about it. So I'm going to guess that you're still upset about it.
Yeah.
And it's okay to hate him. We'll work through it, right? I don't want you to hate him forever, but it's okay to hate what he did.
Yeah.
It's totally normal.
Yeah.
I'll let you think your thoughts for a minute. Sierra Terry, I have a 16-year-old, twin grandsons. I can tell you for sure you're not slow. You're just not rude and sarcastic, but rather kind. That is such a nice thing to say and so true.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thoughtful and a deep thinker. Please don't sell yourself short. Thank you for the giant super chat, first of all, but thank you for saying that. I think you're spot on there. You're not slow. You're just not rude and sarcastic, but kind and a deep thinker. Sierra, that's a great observation. Thank you for that. Thank you for your super chat. And Doug also damaged your dad, Huxley, and I don't know how much you know about that.
No, it was really sad. No, I don't, but I know he didn't have really any childhood because they weren't around.
They totally left your dad.
Raised, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't raised at all.
He's severely damaged.
Severely.
He can't really function super well.
He cannot. He absolutely can't. And I hope that you understand, Huxley.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault, but whose fault is it?
Doug and Brenda.
No fucking question. You better believe it. They left your dad high and dry. They abandoned him as a child, and that is their fault. And your dad is now suffering the damage of what they did, and they're nowhere for life, and they're nowhere around to help him. And that's why your dad will always get a pass in my eyes. He can hardly take care of himself. He's not doing anything to be harmful in this world. He's just had so much harm done to him that he cannot function.
No.
They broke your father and left him. And that's why we give your dad a lot of grace, because it was done to him at a very young age, and it's not his fault. And that trauma he's still sitting in as a 5-year-old, Huxley. Your dad is basically a 5-year-old in a 37-year-old's body.
Yeah, I know.
He's very stunted. He has huge anxiety in this world. And it's not like nothing happened to him to cause that. They did that to him. He had shit parents, worse than mine. Doug and Brenda are the most evil fucking people I can think of. And I'm not kidding, Huxley. I'm not just saying that because I'm angry right now. One day you'll understand that, the damage they did to your dad and the damage they tried to do to me and you. And they pretended to be amazing, glorious, shining people while they did it. And they gave us money and they bought us things. They paid for things. It's evil, Hux. It's really, really evil.
Yes.
Angie Moe, such a beautiful thing to watch a mother and a child work through hard things. You guys still have your best lives to live. What the fuck? Love you both. Huxley, you started a hashtag trend. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was trying to say that.
It's okay. I don't let you cuss.
No, I looked. It ruined my...
It didn't do... Angie, thank you for your super chat. Huxley, you say...
I wasn't legit. Like, I don't know why.
Huxley, you said what's on your heart. Let it go. You're in a safe space. It's a really heavy, traumatic situation that happened to you, and you need to just label it that, okay? What happened is super upsetting. It's worth saying what you said. You can't take it back, and you don't need to take it back. Own it.
Okay.
Okay? You can be done. If you feel stressed out and you don't want to talk anymore, I'm totally okay with that. But if you have more things you want to say, I also would love for you to say them.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say.
Okay. Look, Art of the Personal Story says, dude, what the fuck is legitimately my first thought about this situation, and I don't even know you guys. It's pretty validating.
Yeah, I just said what came to mind. I wouldn't say anything though. I would just leave it up to I guess just leave it up to God, whatever He wants to do. Hope they have a good life. Hope they have a good rest of their days.
And that's why you are always and forever going to be a good person and a better person than they ever will be, Huxley, for what you just said. After everything he did, after what those people did, you just said, I hope they have a good life. Because you don't have a bad heart.
Yeah.
And it's okay to miss them, Hux.
Yeah.
Bo's giving you a hug.
Yes, he is.
It's okay to miss them. And it's okay to release it with love.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I hope they enjoy every minute of each other till they can't.
Yeah. He has a great heart, truth seeker. Huxley, Renee B said that's very Christ-like.
Oh, I mean, nobody's Christ-like. Christ is, yeah, I think in the Bible, I mean, and I'm not a priest or anything, but I mean, I've never read the whole Bible. Thank you though. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, Christian Huxley.
Like, nobody's gonna be ever perfect. I mean, I know what you mean. Like I'm trying to be better. I mean, I'm not.
I think it's important to try to be Christ-like, but you're right. Nobody will ever be like Christ because he was without sin.
Yeah, that and like I'm good on here, but I'm not like super sweet and kind in real life. Like
Huxley, you don't have to go down your list of sins. Everybody is with sin. It's okay. It's okay. It's important to try to be more Christ-like every day. But what you said, Huxley, is their point is you said, I hope they have a good life. That's very Christ-like. It's a good attitude. You're not hateful, Hux. You don't have hate in your heart. Right? That's what they're saying.
Yeah, thank you.
I would be proud and honored to have Lucas be half the fabulous, strong young man you have become. Stay strong and put God first. You will be okay. Thank you, Lydia. She has a little boy named Lucas, and he's so cute, Huxley, and he's British. And he swims like you used to swim. And he jumps on our Zoom call and goes, I swam 25 meters. And he's really effing cute. It pisses me off. He's so cute. Sometimes I have like thoughts of going over to the UK and getting him and just bringing him back for like a week. But then that's unsafe. Thank you, Lydia. We love you.
Thank you.
Baby Steps, thank you for your openness with us. Hugs. Baby Steps, thank you guys for the super chats.
Thank
it's really nice. And Abigail's bringing it. This is probably going to be really good, Hux. This is from the Bible. I think Huxley is hoping this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I, the Lord, will punish the world for its evil and the wicked for their sin. I will crush the arrogance of the proud and humble the pride of the mighty. That's really good. Abigail, that's a great scripture. I love that. It's from Old Testament, Huxley. Thank you, Abigail. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Abigail.
Thank you for your super chat.
Super chat.
Yeah. So, Hux, no, you're right. No one's going to be Christ-like to a T, but I think that's the point of being a Christian, Huxley. Trying. Absolutely. God doesn't expect us to be like Jesus, but I think he wants us to strive, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any other questions real quick about that?
Oh, about the Bible and stuff?
Yeah.
I think I did, but yeah, it was mainly just about like um and not and like I was wondering like a lot of bad things just are Satan's doing, but not always. I mean, a lot of things just like the world can't be perfect. God didn't is not going to make the world perfect.
When you say bad things, you mean like what Doug did? I wonder about that. I don't know if
But
you're
Doug
saying
did
that, but what Doug did, I'm wondering if that was like of Satan.
even like people this
Scientology, to me, Satan has infiltrated Scientology. I believe that. It's evil as shit.
yeah, and just like um um yeah, I was saying yeah, I wonder if like people dying, you know, like I that's just like I don't know if that's somehow like sometimes Satan pulling people under maybe or like really bad people maybe like I don't know that I think this is always natural this is always stuff like always happens for like a reason.
Hey, Brock.
I don't really know how I was going to go with that, but I was just like many forms of just Satan and evil.
Yeah. Well, there's a
This is a
lot.
question I had. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it.
Well, I think Scientology is satanic, Hux. I do.
Yeah, like how Ron Hubbard was
Totally.
started it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think that. I'm not saying that's true. Does Huxley have a good relationship with Tommy? You guys talk. You don't talk as much as you used to, but you
I
talk.
haven't talked to him in a little bit, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You were talking like every day and then it kind of fell off. But you have a weird schedule. You get up really, really early. Hey, Wendy Brewer. We can't know why God does what he does. I feel that way too. Thank you, Patty Cake. Bo keeps coming over to hug you. That's really sweet. Yeah, Hux. I don't know the whole story of the Bible, but I feel like Doug will have to answer one day for what he's done. I think my dad will have to answer. And that's why it's important.
Everybody will.
To try to be a good person, Huxley, whether you want to call that Christ-like or what. I think that's why it's important. Does Huxley have a sport? No, he just works out all the time.
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about wrestling again.
You are?
Maybe next year, yeah, but I'd have to get really lean and light. I have a lot of friends that wrestled this year, and I don't know, I might wrestle again. I'm thinking about it.
You were really good at it. You did wrestling 2 years in a row, didn't you? 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
You really enjoyed it. I hated watching it. I hated going to your wrestling meets, guys, because it was so violent. Like watching them grab his head. He would take his helmet thing off and he'd come over to get a drink of water and his eyes would be bloodshot. And it scared the crap out of me. I hated it. But you did enjoy it a lot. That seemed to be your favorite sport.
Yeah, it was painful. But,
I was worried about your neck getting like ripped out of place. It was awful.
And high school's a lot more. I don't know. I've never high school wrestled. I might go to the first practice and I'll get, just clobbered and I'll be like, you know what, maybe not.
You were good at it though, Huxley. Even your coach, I remember saying you were really good at it.
Yeah, it's all about yeah, I mean, you got to be really fast. So I'll have to get back into that.
It is, Holly. It's really hard to watch, but I
like
do.
It's kind of like I like combat. Like it's like a combat sport.
Yeah, you did seem to love wrestling. Of all that you tried, track, football, baseball, swimming, wrestling. You didn't do soccer or basketball, but you seem to really love wrestling. It might be good in a future God stream for Hux to join us with his list of questions. I was thinking that too, Hux. Maybe you should make a list of questions because I like to do streams where we talk about God and I have questions about God because all I know is Scientology. Yadira loves you, by the way.
Thank you, Yadira.
Thank you, Baby Steps, for the super chat. Well, I don't want to pressure you, Hux. You don't have to stay. I just wanted to get your input because you said you wanted to come on.
Yeah.
So Thank you guys for talking with Huxley, for listening to Huxley, for making this just an easy space for him to get out what he wanted to say. Maybe he'll want to do it again someday. Thank you for all your super chats. That was unexpected and very, very kind. And thank you, just I'm saying it, for all the birthday wishes and all of the money and the cards and just the well wishes. It was very kind.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to be, are you upset or anything?
No.
Okay.
I didn't really, I feel like I could have explained a little bit better. Sorry, I'm not very good at explaining stuff. It's not my specialty. I'm not a big speaker.
Huxley.
But I tried.
Don't even put any thought into that. You just came on here and you were yourself. That's what people expect you to do. You don't have to speak a certain way. You don't have to worry about what you say. You just say what you feel like saying here.
All right.
Everybody does, not just me.
Well, again, thank you everybody so much. I hope y'all have a good night, and I love y'all.
That's sweet, son. All right. Well, I'll see you in a little bit.
All right. See you in a little bit.
All right. Have a great weekend, Hux, says West Coast Fancy Nancy.
You too, guys.
Thank you for being a member. So I thought that went really well. He is Rue. And again, Rue, that was a giant super chat. A lot of you gave me really kind, giant super chats. Thank you for that. I thought that was, thank you guys. Thank you, Holly. Thanks, Jamie Palmer, Debbie. You guys are always, this is why I was okay with it. I know a couple people were like, Reese, do you want to talk to him about it first? Any of that? No, I already did. And I knew how this would go because I know my people. I know my customers. Liz Tricks. So thank you, Pat Jonas. I knew this was going to be okay because I knew he was in a safe space and I knew that our mods were going to protect him, and they did. So thank you, mods, for that. And just, guys, I think he needed to do that. He asked me if he could do that. Thank you, Rue. I'm doing the best I can. I'm not doing the best, like, thank you, Yadira. I think that Huxley probably could have had a better mom, but I'm here and I know, third eye open. I think for whatever reason, I don't know where that comes from. He does think that he's slow. He thinks that he is like, should be more snap to or smarter by now. I don't know where that comes from. It's probably just normal teenage behavior, but it also could be rubbing off from me, you know. Wendy, yeah, I'm glad you were here. I often used to say, like, I'm dumb, I'm not very bright. So I'm sure that hasn't set a good example for him. And I really don't do that anymore around him. Thank you, Third Eye Open. So I think that was really good. I think that was hopefully helpful. He is a man of few words, and he always has been. He really hasn't been like the most chatty person anyway. Yeah, Rachel, exactly. Squirrel Girl says it's stuck between being a child and not yet an adult. Thank you, Sam Ashby. Also could be he worries that he will become like his dad. Just Joan, I think that's, look at Moose back there. That's cute. I think that could be true as well. Just Joan. Yeah, Rue, I loved what you said. He's like your son, sweet and sensitive. I love what Baby Step said too. He's going good enough, Reese. Thank you, old Charlie. Teresa, he's watching you grow and change. And that is such a great role model for him now. Thank you, Teresa. And let me tell you, Reese, I think I'm slow too. My parents pushed things on me that didn't work well in my brain. I'm 35 and still working on it, and that's okay. Jamie Palmer, we talked about this in the Zoom call, and I know you weren't there, Jamie Palmer, but Pat Jonas really made me take a look at that differently, as well as Original Ann. Actually, we had a very deep talk about this because there was a lot of people in the Zoom call that were saying how they have kids that are autistic. They had to explain to me what on the spectrum meant, and I think I fully understand that now. We have some kids in there and some people with Asperger's. And we were talking about that and just some learning disabilities. And that's one thing I have to say that I really love about this day and age is I can't imagine what it was like in the 70s, 60s, 80s, whatever, because everybody learns differently. Everybody processes differently. Some people are slower, right? And don't have as fast of a processor as others. It doesn't mean you're slow. And I loved that. Because I think I have issues with that. I think we all learn very differently, and there's no yardstick on where you should be, right? Yeah, Rain. Sometimes I can't explain my thoughts. Right. Same. West Coast fan saying it, so you guys see it all the time on here. And I don't think that means anything. I don't think it means, oh, you're slow. I don't think it means like, oh, you're ahead of the curve. I don't think it means anything. I think it means there's 8 billion of us mother effers on this planet, and no one's going to be the same as somebody else, right? We're just different. But I think people are smart. There's no yardstick, though, by what we should be measuring. Like, oh, you're not up to par because you're not this, or you're slow, or I don't think there's, I think everybody has different gifts. Everybody's magical in their own way. And I really do believe that. Like I give myself so much more grace now. I come on here and I used to get embarrassed. I did. I used to go, I have it here, but I can't get it out here. I've done that so many countless times, right? Or I verbally process, or it's easier for me to think of pictures of something. You guys ever notice that? Like when I think of an example of something, I think of a movie scene. That's how I like process something. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just how I do it. That's how I grew up learning something, right? But I don't think it means shit. I don't think it means anything. You know, when people slow compared to what, right? I mean, Asperger's, what's the other one? We were just saying it. Those are such terms that I've not known because I was a Scientologist. We didn't say PTSD. We didn't say Asperger's. We didn't say on the spectrum. I didn't know what any of that stuff meant. Autism. I was told in Scientology, autism is a total made up thing. It's a psych term. Well, now I know that's not true. And there's tons of autistic people, and that means nothing as far as like genius or dumb. I don't know why people even use terms like that anymore. There's 8 billion of us. Everybody's going to learn different, think different, feel different, see it different. Like, no one's wrong. I just think it's stupid to even feel that way. But what I'm saying is I'm so glad that we're labeling it this day and age. We're labeling it. They make safe spaces for people so they can learn the way they are comfortable learning. It's not like a one size fits all. So I'm really thankful for that. And for all I know, Huxley has autism or Asperger's or any of those things. Maybe he has a disability that I'm unaware of, right? I don't know. But I don't think there's anything wrong with admitting it, labeling that. Like if that's what you were diagnosed with, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have to mean anything. It bothers me that people think they're slow. People think they're dumb. I'm much better at it these days. Huxley? Hey, Hux, it's really hot in here. What is the heat set at? Can you turn it down a notch? Not up, down.
Yeah, it's at 68.
Okay, yeah, turn it down. I'm really hot in here, please. Plus, it will save money on the bill. I think he just needs to be reassured that he is fine. Yeah. Thank you, Abigail. And Lydia, thank you, babe. I'm glad you're still here. And thank you for the super chat. I'm proud of both of you, she says. Old Charlie is on the spectrum. I didn't understand what that meant, but they explained it to me in the Zoom chat what that meant. I've heard people say it for years, like I'm on the spectrum, and I was like, oh, okay. I had no idea what that meant. No effing clue what that meant. I get jittery when I'm in front of an audience. The same happened when I was called in, but covered it with delays. When it comes to public speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if Huxley is the same. Totally, Abigail. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody shines in different ways. Everybody shines in different ways. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you're better. Doesn't mean you're worse. It's just you're you. It's like that Dr. Seuss thing. Like I can't remember the words to it, but it was like you're you and nobody else can be you. That's all. Just stay in your lane. It doesn't mean anything. Oh wow. Thank you for sharing that, Ghostwriter. I don't see any signs that Hux is on the spectrum. He just thinks things through, which is so smart. Thank you, Rain. I see you would know more than me. I don't know what any of that means. But I just like that people are able to learn at their own pace these days and label it, and there's nothing wrong with it. And it doesn't mean anything bad. It's just where you're at and where you shine and how you learn. And that's perfectly okay. You're accepted. You're a human being with rights. You're accepted no matter what. My partner is also on the spectrum, and I've had to learn to be patient and adapt some of my behavior with my communication as his brain processes into very different than mine. Oh, I like that. I kind of feel that way about Tommy. Like we process differently in different ways. He's actually had to learn how I learn, I feel like. He's had to kind of adapt to like how, because Tommy is a big teacher for me in a lot of ways. He'll have to explain things to me. And I think it took him some time to figure out the best way to explain things to me. And he's really good at it now. Debbie Zito. So I just want to say thank you, Sophia. You guys brought it like I knew you would. I wasn't worried. I didn't feel like we had to prepare for this. He asked if he could come on, and I said yes. And I wasn't thinking like, let's be worried about this and let's get a list of questions. Yeah, Rue, he is. I just knew that you guys would be very kind and patient with him, and you were. And I appreciate that so much. You're always really kind to my son. I have not, Wendy, and I appreciate it so much. And I consider this more family here than the family I have. I really do. That could be offensive if my family were to hear that, but that is the truth. I come here and I feel safest here. I don't feel judged. I feel like we can say what we can say here and people understand it and nobody makes me feel bad and you guys lift us up. Oh, I love that, Rain. I think Huxley will be a great partner to somebody someday. I think that he is very he's not judgmental at all. Reese, you're calm and can go with the flow behavior with Hux is a really great parenting trait. Wow. Thank you for that, Teresa. Thank you. I feel like I was pushing him a little too much and I don't normally do that, but I also felt like he needed like maybe some guidance during that, but I also didn't want to make him feel like overwhelmed, like I was smothering him. Thank you, Angie Mo. Thank you, Yadira and Shelly. I'm just grateful that Huxley has no shot at being in Scientology. He's going to be okay for those reasons. And I think that he will be a great dad one day if he chooses to have kids. I think he'll be, thanks, old Charlie. I think he'll be a great partner to somebody one day. You prompted but didn't push. Coming from you, that means a lot. Teresa, thank you for the observation. That's kind. Whatever Huxley chooses to do, I think he's going to be, that's one thing I've always loved about him. He just is, thank you, Wendy. He's just, as you could see, he's very steady. He doesn't really get, I mean, I don't love that sometimes because you can't even really get him to laugh. Like he doesn't have highs and he doesn't have lows. He's just very like, Huxley's just like that all the time. And he always has been. He's always had that personality of just like, he's just super chill. And as you know me, I'm like, I have highs, I have lows, I get loud, I get silly. Like he doesn't do any of those things. He's always that same solid, like, but I think that will be a good thing for his future. He's very even keeled. Yeah, Shelly. But I think in the future, like I already know teachers admire and very much appreciate that about him. I've been told that every year he's had schooling. The teachers at parent teacher conference are like, he's super respectful. He's super even keeled. I know what to expect out of him. He's like an 80-year-old man and he always has been. Helena said, thank you, no one. What you just did there during that conversation with Hux is exactly what I meant about you being a good parent because you're present. Oh, I remember when you said that. You're there to hold him up while letting him be himself. Thank you for that. I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate for this stream, which I won't know about because I don't go look, but I'm sure people will try to twist this whole stream into like I forced him or I made him or it was all about super chats or whatever they're going to say, but it won't matter because I'm not going to know about it. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that you guys don't think I pushed him. Yeah, Robin Miners, I get that. Come get some. Oh, look, it's Kid. Hey, Chubbs. But that meant a lot to me. I want you guys to know that. It meant a lot. Thank you, Donna Cooper. Wendy Brewer, thank you so much. I really try with Hux. We don't have as much in common these days. We don't talk as much as we used to. He's got a girlfriend and he's got friends and he's all about wanting to drive and wanting to do the things as a 16-year-old. And I think that's fine and fair. So I don't want to hover over him too much. I don't want to be too involved. I'm glad he has a therapist. And I think we're going in the right direction. I was surprised that if you noticed, he said, I don't feel anything. And then it kind of came out. So he doesn't really show his emotions. Me too, Joanne Hawley. I'm proud that he even came on and tried. But if you noticed about 10 minutes in, he said he was very angry with Doug and hateful. And I thought that was really telling. Thank you, Truth Seeker. I thought that was really telling. I knew that he felt something. He was just holding back. Thank you, Rachel. I think he was holding back. And I think that he was being cautious. And I could tell, I could see it, that he was actually very angry. I think at some point, that's why I'm glad we have a therapist now, because I think those things need to be talked about. And this probably isn't the place to do it. This was a one-off, but he needs to talk to his therapist about that. Not even me one-on-one without this stream. I'm probably not his person, his go-to to discuss these things. Hey, Jen, welcome in. He needs someone with the proper toolbox to show him, oh, you need a hammer for that. Oh, you need a wrench for that. You need a screwdriver for that. You've been using the wrong tool. That's what a therapist to me does. And I'm really, really thankful to be able to have him in therapy and discuss whatever he discusses with that therapist. Anger covers hurt, frustration, and fear. Totally. Yeah, I agree with that. Robin Miner says this could very well prompt him to talk to his therapist about it. I agree, Robin Miners. I think you guys really helped him to feel like this was a safe place to talk. And I appreciate, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I appreciate that so much. So much. So that was a huge gift tonight that you were all here, just like you were here for me last night when I said, I'm going to need you guys to be here with me through that. As long as you could handle it, you did the same tonight. You did it for Huxley and it meant the world. And it's probably something he'll never forget. He never talks about Doug and Brenda. You guys have to understand that was the first time in, I think, years. I think the last time was he really talked about it was at his birthday stream in Kansas City, if you remember. That's the last time he's actually gone into it. He's never really said anything. So you guys gave him a big gift tonight by talking, and he originated it. He said, I want to go on your show and talk about it. And I said, that's the greatest place to do it, because you've got a whole panel of people that are going to be here and love you and see your heart. I was told by adults all throughout my childhood that I would have to deal with my stuff someday, and I never knew what that meant. As an adult, I'm finally starting to understand it. It does take time. Teresa, this could take decades. Took me decades, right, to get where I'm at. And I'll be there for every step of it, however long it takes. You were both controlled and owned by them using guilt over paying for things. That is wrong and infuriating. I'm mad as fuck about it. Absolutely. We can all be mad about this together. Yeah, no one. It actually helps. Like group rage or anger like this actually helps to kind of process it. I feel better about it. I feel less angry. So thank you for that. That was a huge gift. And on top of it, you guys super chatted, and I did not expect that. And I just want to point that out and tell you how kind and generous that was. Again, especially this time of year, right before Christmas, we appreciate it very much. So thank you. And mods, I love you guys. Everybody just really brought a lot to the table tonight with your input and just your thoughts, your feedback. And you really helped both of us, but you really helped my son tonight. I can tell. I think that he feels much better about that. And I'd like to have him on again just for any other questions he might have. I think this is a great place to do it. Thank you, GeoPlanet Jane. I love that. Teresa says, I've needed my bestie to get mad about stuff happening in my life for me to finally start to get in touch with my anger. It helps. It does. The group anger kind of helps. When you guys say, I hate him for that, or I'm angry with him for that, or I'll never forgive him for that, it validates, obviously, me, and then it validates Huxley. So it's actually quite therapeutic. In a strange way, it is. But I really love you guys. And tomorrow's Saturday. I will be back tomorrow if you're up for it. Again, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays can be so weird to stream. They just can. But thank you, Helena. I plan to be back tomorrow. Thank you, Ghostwriter, and I would like to bring him back on for sure. I love having Huxley on. I think it's helpful, and sometimes I think he needs somebody to talk to. Yes, Teresa, we are. I love you, Armine. Hey, Tony P. No, I'm just happy to see you. Abigail, while this applies to everyone, I have Huxley in mind. Closing, teach the righteous, and they will learn even more. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Old Testament. Abigail, that's lovely. And I love your scriptures. They're always right on time. They're divine, aligned, and right on time, girl. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah, healthy expressed anger, Nicola, is a thing. Thank you, Joanne Hawley. Thank you for being here. And you really were kind with your super chat as well. Thank you. I'm also thankful that evil piece of shit isn't in your life anymore. Yeah, you notice he said that. He said that, Holly. He said, I'm really grateful that he's not in our life anymore. I think I'm going to go back and actually watch this one. I don't go back and watch my streams anymore, but I'm going to go back and watch his answers and kind of replay them in my head because I think there's more to it. He's kind of mysterious, Huxley is. And I think there was a lot of stuff there that I can see that was very telling. Thank you, Rachel Sandy, and love you, Jamie Palmer. And I think a lot of his answers tonight were very telling. It took him a second to loosen up, to open up. If you noticed in the beginning, he was like, I don't feel anything. And then he kind of felt safer and he felt a little safer and he opened up and he warmed up. And I think I want to see, because I don't want to bring this up with him again. I don't like to bring this up. It's a painful area. It's like my mom. You guys say like, how come you don't ask your mom this stuff? Because I don't want to open up trauma if I can avoid it. I don't want to hurt anybody. And I don't want to force people to look at their past that's all full of pain, right? But he is truth seeker. But I think tonight was very telling. I think it was helpful. I'm going to go back and watch his answers to things and just his body language and what he said, because I think it was very therapeutic for him. And I just don't want to push him. So I don't want to bring it up again unless he brings it up. But I think this was divine. I really do, that he wanted to do this, and it just meant the world to me. So thank you for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow. I mean it. Thank you again for the super chats. It was incredibly generous. I appreciate your feedback. I love your guys' hearts and mostly your time. You sat through this for 2 hours with us on a Friday night. I will never take that for granted. It's my love language, and I know I say that a lot, but it is. That's okay, Abigail. It's no problem. No problem. Thank you again, guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow. But thank you for being here. This was a powerful stream. I really love you guys. Thank you for loving my son. Yeah. Love you, Jessamine. Good night, Katie did it. Here comes Fred, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.